The MSD blaster coil packs that we have here will be for the 2005 and newer 5.7 Hemi owners who might be looking to replace a set of faulty or aging stockers with something aftermarket and something from one of the most trusted names in aftermarket ignition. Now, the MSD options will come in a set of 8 and they will feature that nice bright red finish along with a corresponding 1-year warranty, all for right around $500. Site's gonna give this one a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the old difficulty meter here and call it, I would say, an hour at most to complete from start to finish, but if you hang with me for a bit, we'll walk you through that job later in the video. So one thing I do want to point out before we go any further with this video is that switching to an aftermarket coil like the MSD here isn't traditionally going to yield any massive gains by themselves. And well, if they do, that's probably because the factory coils you are replacing were shot, therefore not allowing your truck to perform at its peak levels. Now, that's not to say there aren't any benefits from making the switch to a set of MSD coils like this, but I just don't want to stand up here and tell you that these things are going to add 20, 30 horsepower when they are simply just not going to do that. But what do you say we talk about some of the things that these coils will do for you and your Hemi? The blaster coils will help smooth out your idle and revs, barring a good set of plugs, of course. Will also help clean up any high RPM misfires and possibly even improve your fuel economy depending on the condition of your old or existing coils. Now, MSD claims all of this will be possible thanks to their increased voltage output over the stockers that you will be replacing. But unless you guys have been living under a rock, you'll know that this is what MSD does best, right? They've been producing high quality ignition systems and components for over 4 decades now, and I would argue they're one of the most common and recognizable brands you'll see at any racetrack around the world. Now, MSD does build their Hemi-specific coils using a patented primary and secondary winding internal, and will also feature a factory-style female socket coil wire, which is going to make for a very simple swap on any Ram at home. Finally, guys, your cherry on top here will be the nice bright red finish on the bodies themselves, which will be visible under the hood, making for a nice little visual improvement along with your spark improvement as well. But now's a great time to segue into that installation like we talked about earlier, guys. Pretty much a plug and play job, nothing too crazy. And to prove that to you, feel free to check out our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown right now.
Tools for this install: shallow 10mm socket, 10mm deep socket, and a couple ratchets. Now for this install, it's only going to be a couple hand tools. I'll show you every step of the way. Let's dive right in. First things first, you're going to take your 10mm so we can get these stock ignition coils taken out. There's 4 on each side, and then we're going to go on the other side and repeat the same process. Once you have that unbolted, we're going to go ahead and pinch the harness so we can pull those out. Now that we have our passenger side removed, we could repeat the same process on the driver's side. All right, now that we have the stock coil packs removed, we're gonna place the MSD blasters in. We're gonna get them bolted down, and then we're gonna plug in the harness. We're just gonna place these for now, only hand tightening, and then we'll come back and bolt them down with our 10mm. Now that we have the new coil packs bolted down, we're gonna plug in the harness. And repeat the same on the other side. Now with everything bolted down and plugged back in, you're ready to hit the road. Thanks for watching, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this review and install of the MSD Blaster coil packs fitting all 05 to 21 5.7 Ram 1500s. For more cool install videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at AmericanTrucks.com.